Lille 1, Chelsea 2. Chelsea absolutely rode their luck, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, Thomas Tuchel's army are absolutely fantastic when it matters. And today was no different. Professional performance. Yes, we rode our luck, but we did the work in the first leg. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. In this case, we absolutely prepared and we prepared to succeed. Let's go, Blues. Welcome to the Kavkas View and welcome to Chatting Breeze. And in today's video, it's going to be a simple, quick review of the game. If you haven't seen this channel before, it's very simple. We don't go through minute by minute. We just give you the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. But before we get into that review, today I'm going to cover all the news that you need to know about this takeover and what's happening with Chelsea. And the deadline being on Friday, I will not be covering tomorrow what has happened. So I thought I'd give you a nice update beforehand, and then we'll get into the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. Let's get on with the video. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Guys, we hit 13,000 people. That is fantastic news, but you know the goal for the end of the year, 25k, and this can't happen without you guys. So all I need from you, 500 likes on this video. In the comments below, if you're number 3, put number 3. If you're number 15 to hit the like, put number 15. Simple request, goes a long way. 500 likes, let's get on with it. Before we get started with the good, the bad, and the downright ugly, let me give you the 411 with what's happening with our beloved club. Alright, so it's down to 4 parts. Number 1, Nick Candy, the lifelong Chelsea fan. The Saudi Arabian sports company, the Ricketts family, and the Swiss and American consortium. 4 different entities, 4 all interested in the club equally, and it's absolutely imperative that we don't know where it goes. But the company that will decide is called Rain. Roman Abramovich has handed over the answer to that company, and they will be the ones that decide who takes over. Not the government. The Rain company, it's an investment fund, if I'm not mistaken, in America, and they have the power of attorney, basically. Essentially, they will decide who the winner is of this competition to take this club forward. For any of you that have fear that it won't be the Saudi Arabia consortium due to the fact that the British government won't allow it, that's nonsense, and I'll explain why. Boris Johnson approves. An article was written today that Boris Johnson approves, and the reason why he approves is he was in Saudi Arabia 2 days ago negotiating an oil deal. So it would be very hypocritical for him to say, no, we can't have the Saudis own a Premier League club when there already is one, and HSBC, Jaguar Land Rover, all the different companies are owned by Saudis in the UK. So that shouldn't be an issue. The sports minister, Nigel Huddleston, has come out and he's openly said, we welcome Saudi Arabian businesses to the UK. They help a lot of jobs, they help our community, and they help our culture. And for me, this is great news because we need to have the Saudi sports group in the contention to buy Chelsea Football Club. I think they're the best bid. From what I've read, they are the best corporate plan for the club. It's been very quiet on the Saudi front. It's been very quiet in the sense that the bid's already in. We already know it's 2.7 billion, right? But the Swiss consortium has been having drama. Apparently, people are wanting more of the pie. People are wanting to have a bigger chunk of the pizza. And all of a sudden, the problems I've been warning you guys about are coming to fruition. But this is even before they bought the club. And all of a sudden now, it looks like they're trying to go and find another investor to assist. There were even reports of a super consortium with Weiss, Bowley, and the other guy who's the Spurs fan. I don't remember his name off the top of my head right now. Apparently they wanted to fuse with Nick Candy, the lifelong Chelsea fan, to go and build up the club, basically, essentially. But as of this moment, apparently the funds aren't there and they haven't submitted a bid yet. Interesting. Nick Candy has openly come out and said he does not want to associate himself with the Spurs fan, the other investor. So there will be no coalition, there will be no fusion, like it is in Dragon Ball Z, between Nick Candy consortium and the Weiss consortium, the Swiss consortium. That will not occur. This is great news because Candy ain't got the money to do it by himself. The Weiss consortium evidently just looks like it's not organized enough to invest into this. I personally hope this doesn't work out for them because I do want the Saudi bid to go through. But then there's a final entrant into the race, and this one came out of nowhere, really. The Ricketts family. And the Ricketts family own the Chicago Cubs, and they are interested in purchasing Chelsea to the point where they've had a statement from their spokesman released that they will be trying to purchase Chelsea Football Club. There will be a bid submitted listed by them by Friday, close of business, and that they are full well expecting to be in contention to purchase the club. This is bad news. Everything I've read about these people, they are penny pinch. They won the Super Bowl or the baseball, whatever this thing is called, and apparently their fans still hated them and wanted them out. I don't want some people like that in my club. I really don't. I feel like they're gonna penny pinch. I feel like they're not gonna invest into the stadium. I don't think they're gonna invest into the team or ground. I think it'll be another cash cow where they take profits, and we will have Glazers 2.0, but we don't generate enough revenue to do that. So it's interesting. We'll have to wait and see what happens on Friday. This is a little bit of a rant pending. The rant here is that I'm really seeing a trend here with journalists, right? Like this journalist over here, James Robson, he's openly saying the favourites are a sports entity, so the Swiss consortium and the Ricketts family are the favourite. Hold on, what is the Saudi Arabia sports group thing? Al Hilal's new stadium was built by them. Al Hilal was represented by them. So evidently they've got enough experience. Look, we all have our preferences. I openly say mine. But your responsibility as a journalist is to inform me of what is going on, not to pass your judgment and your biases to try to distort the other takeover offer. I know you most probably want an American or a Western owned company to come and take over Chelsea Football Club. But that doesn't mean because a company is Eastern, they're bad. It is ridiculously bad to think like that. Not everything is black and white. Not everything is yellow or blue. Not everything is definitively one answer. We need to be very objective with what we're seeing, because the reality is it might be the Swiss consortium that come in, and we have to give them a chance. We have to. So, but this isn't a video on that. This is just me giving you the 411. Let's get into the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. Enjoy the video. So, good number one. Yo, Christian Pulisic was on smoke today. Christian Pulisic did his job, and this is what you want to see from an individual that costs that much money. Christian Pulisic is finally staying fit. Christian Pulisic is finally stepping up when it counts, and Christian Pulisic is getting an opportunity to show the world how good he really is. And for me, this is very important. This is critical in his development right now, because Pulisic has got 2 years left on his deal in the summer. New ownership's coming in. He needs to show to them he's more than just a marketing ploy. And today is another step in this. Last 16, when it matters, 1-0 down, and guess what? He pops up and gets an absolutely fantastic goal. You just love to see it. Number two, another good. The character of the team. I think that was integral today. Look, guys, you're going away. Lille were absolutely fantastic with their fans. Their fans were making the ground shake. You could feel it through the TV. You have the guy on a microphone you can hear through the TV. The commentators are talking about this, and the team showed tremendous character. Giving a penalty away in the manner that we did, it could have been easily an ugly defeat. But you know what? We got a goal right before halftime. The pass from Jorginho is fantastic. Back-to-back assists. I'm not going to say we controlled the game. I'm not going to say we were impeccable. I'm going to say the attitude was right. The fight was there. And it was one of those obvious games where the big team, it's clear that they could easily go to another level, but they're not going. And you're just scared that it might be the end. But otherwise, a great performance, man. Absolutely great result. And the final good is we're through to the next round, and no one epitomizes Chelsea Football Club at this moment in time better than Azpilicueta. Captain, leader, legend. I don't mean that in the most patronizing way. I mean that in figuratively and literally. Captain, because he leads by example all the time. Leader, look at him on the pitch. 37 years old, consistently putting in great effort. Has he got the quality to play wing back? No, but is his effort, is his attributes asking to play that position to a certain degree of level and standard? 100%. Fighting with Ben Arthur for the ball. Yilmaz tried to take him on, can't do it. Bamba came over to his side, couldn't do it. Jonathan David couldn't back him up. He's 37 years old, 35, whatever he is an absolute gem and a proper ambassador for the club. Love to see him. Sad that he's going to be leaving, but I think it's the right time for him to move on. The bad. Well, you know, Andreas Christensen is a frustrating character, right? And one thing about Andreas Christensen is when he's fit, he's absolutely fantastic. The problem is getting him fit is something that is really hard to do. He always picks up little niggles, and all of a sudden, when he picks them up during the games and you have to take him off, there's a big disruption in the game. And when the disruption occurs, stuff like their goal occurs. So Chalobah comes on, not warmed up, nowhere near, and he was rusty, gets nutmegged and ends up giving out a free kick. Free kick gets given away, the ball goes into our box, and Jorginho handballs. Whether you like it or not, that's a clear penalty. Jorginho's foot was up, his hand clearly came down, and this all occurred, in my opinion, due to Christensen's injury. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that he got injured. Well, of course it's a bad thing, but You need to have players that are reliable. And in my opinion, Christensen's reliability is a key problem here. We rode our luck today, and we absolutely rode our luck. And the reason we rode our luck today was the 3-5-2. Look, you do not go with a midfield away from home of Jorginho, Kovacic, and Kante. For me, the reason he went like that is because he openly wanted to ensure that Chelsea FC were going to manage the crowd, manage the expectations, and manage the pressure that was going to be placed on. But the fact of the matter is, we didn't control the ball well. The first 25 minutes, they absolutely bossed the midfield. They were in and around us, and once they cooled off, that's when we took control of the game. But even in the second half, they had numerous opportunities to score. It was not a convincing performance, and Tuchel needs to hold that L. I don't want to see this. I hate when the first leg is away from home, is at home, because you end up winning that game. You go away and you're stuck in La La Land. What do we do now? What do we do now? And it's frustrating. And the final thing is the ugly, man. The ugly is Marcos Alonso's performance today. Marcos Alonso is hideous. Listen, there's a lot of people saying when the new ownership come in, we want a statement signing. Big man, I want a statement departure. All right, get rid of Alonso. You will have my backing from the outset. Alonso absolutely got cooked today by Bamba. What Bamba done to him, yeah, was humiliating. I've seen people outside Trafalgar Square and on Oxford Street literally do kick-ups and stuff and humiliate general public the way he got humiliated there. The way the ball was maneuvered in and around, you're a professional footballer. Keep your eye on the ball, don't watch his feet. And guess what Alonso does? He always ball watches. And then he loses the ball. He loses the man, and he absolutely gets humiliated. Alonso is the only ugly thing about tonight. That's my opinion. Sorry. Peeps, I hope you enjoyed that. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts. Peace out, I'm out. 500 likes. Let's do it. Let go.